CCM meets. Transformation as villagers enjoy electricity.
Before the electricity, most of the villagers or most of the people here were used to travel maybe 100 kilometers.
Good evening, I am Teddy Imparanyanga. You can also follow us live via YouTube channel TBC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TBC Online. President Samia Suluhu Hassan has revoked the appointment of Chief Medical Officer Professor Tumaini Nagu and appointed Dr. Grace Magembe to be Chief Medical Officer. Prior to the appointment, Dr. Magembe was Deputy Permanent Secretary in President's Office, Regional Administration and Local Government. According to a statement issued by Chief Secretary Dr. Moses Kusiluka, President Samia has transferred Dr. Saif Shekalage from Ministry of Community Development, Gender, Women and Special Groups to be Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health. Furthermore, Dr. John Jingo has been transferred from the Ministry of Health to be Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Community Development, Gender, Women and Special Groups. The appointments and transfers start immediately. And on to the next news. Chairperson of Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM, President Samia Suluhu Hassan, has chaired Central Committee CC and National Executive Committee meetings of Chama cha Mapinduzi in Dodoma. The meetings are held a day before a two-day extraordinary general meeting of CCM scheduled to start tomorrow in Dodoma. Among other issues, the CCM meeting is expected to come up with a new name of the new Vice Chairman Mainland to fill the vacant position after resignation of Abdurrahman Kinana in July last year. On to the next news. Some Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM members say that the party's extraordinary general meeting, which is scheduled for 2 days starting tomorrow in Dodoma, will give a vision and direction of how the party's elections will center on democracy, beginning with the opinion polls. The CCM members aired their views earlier today as they're preparing to go to Chamwino to attend CCM Central Committee and National Executive Committee meetings. Rama Sababili has more details.
More than 25 buses in green and yellow arrive at the Jakaya Kikwete Convention Center's parking lot at around 7 in the morning, ready to pick the Chama cha Mapinduzi members. Now, CCM members are showing up in groups, prepared to take the transport to Chamwino for CCM meetings. Speaking to TBC News, they say that they trust party's work, that they will provide a vice chairman who has a plan to support the party.
Here to know the next vice chairman of the ruling Chama cha Mapinduzi after Abdurrahman Omar Kinana. So we're just here to know what our central committees decide.
The difference between Chama cha Mapinduzi and other political parties is implementation of project and development agenda. That's where we distinguish ourselves from other political parties. We really encourage citizens to continue believing in Chama cha Mapinduzi because we are the only party who really believe in the development of our citizens.
Well, our manifesto implementation, you have seen, our president, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, has done a very good job. You have even seen yourself. This is not something you have to even to be told by someone. You can even see yourself how the roads, the railways, the SGRs, you can see in Dar es Salaam, everywhere the country is being built.
I'm come really to vote for the person who can be nominated for our party. I wish my party could bring somebody who can help the chairperson, who is Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan.
You go to the manifesto, it says, Ushumi Chindanishi, and this Tarura, they have an infrastructure bond. Water, they have come with infrastructure bond that encourages citizens themselves to participate in national developments by contributing their money in infrastructure development. I like this well, and it has been implemented successfully.
The extraordinary general meeting of the Chama cha Mapinduzi is expected to start tomorrow, having 3 agendas that include filling the position of the Vice Chairman of Tanzania Mainland, as well as receiving reporting updates on the implementation of the CCM election manifesto. Reporting from Dodoma, Rahima Sebabili, TBC News.
In the heart of Tanzania's Ruvuma region, the people of Namtumbo district are experiencing a remarkable transformation. The electrification efforts led by the Rural Energy Agency, REA, has enabled this village to be connected to a future powered by light and opportunity. 6 out of 7 hamlets of the Namtumbo district have been electrified. Faithengaga is in the Ruvuma region and has prepared the following report.
Before the Rural Energy Agency's electrification project, Namtumbo, like many rural districts, struggled with a lack of reliable electricity. The community depended on kerosene lamps for light, and vital services like education and healthcare were limited by the absence of power.
Before the electricity, most of the villagers or most of the people here were used to travel maybe 100 kilometers to go to Songea to get those services which are not available until electricity is there.
Rural Energy Agency, REA, took action with a focus on sustainable solutions. The electrification process was part of a broader national effort to provide clean and affordable energy to Tanzania's rural areas.
Namtumbo district consists of 66 villages, and as a rural energy agency, we have managed to electrify all the villages. Now our focus is to go to the hamlets, where you can find that in Namtumbo district, we have 424 hamlets. Among those, 266 hamlets are already electrified. So you can see here in Mchomoro village, we have 7 hamlets. Among those 7 hamlets, 6 hamlets are already electrified.
The electrification of Namtumbo district has also empowered youth. They now have the opportunity to work and make a living, therefore enabling them to be financially independent.
Currently,
the situation has improved because it has reduced the various challenges for us, such as shaving by combs and even charging phones. Life was very hard because we use solar power, which gave us a lot of problems.
Small businesses here are thriving, enabling families to make ends meet.
First of all, I really commend all the leaders for the hard work they have done. When it comes to electricity, we in Chomoro Ward are very happy now that electricity has arrived. In the past, we used kerosene lamps, and when we woke up in the morning, our eyes would be red. People would say we were witches, but it was because of the smoke. I'm very happy that the president has brought us electricity. In the past, we had a lot of difficulties and darkness, but now I'm grateful to President Samia Suluhu Hassan for bringing us electricity. We are now enjoying it from the hospital to our homes.
The Namtumbo district has emerged from the shadows. With reliable electricity comes opportunity, health, education, and hope. This is a district that is now lighting the way for a brighter future, one powered by reliable energy and local empowerment. Faithengaga, TBC News, Namtumbo, Ruvuma.
President Azali Assoumani of the Comoros has praised the efforts of the Tanzanian government led by President Samia Suluhu Hassan in increasing commercial cooperation between Tanzania and Comoros, where in the period from July to December 2024, there have been conferences of traders in agriculture, livestock and transport sectors, as well as several medical camps that have helped the people of Comoros. Speaking to Tanzania's ambassador to Comoro, Said Yakubu, who paid him a visit in Moroni, President Assoumani says his government desires to start teaching Kiswahili language in schools following the request previously submitted by the government of Tanzania. President Assoumani directed official negotiations to begin for the needs of teachers and relevant equipment. And on to the next news, the outgoing United States ambassador to Tanzania, Michael Battle, says he sees Tanzania as one of the fastest growing countries in Africa, saying that arable land and Indian Ocean help to develop the economy of Tanzania and the African continent. Speaking to TBC News, Ambassador Battle reminds Tanzania to unlock all potential opportunities which are available in the country. Peter Mganga has the following report.
Michael Battle took the office of United States Ambassador to Tanzania in February 2023. He previously served as Ambassador to African Union from 2009 to 2013. In Tanzania, Ambassador Battle played a significant role in supporting Tanzania through different projects such as Let's Save Food Project, Host Country Volunteer Program, and Conservation and Environmental Protection Projects. The outgoing U.S. ambassador to Tanzania says the East African nation has a great opportunity to stimulate the African economy through available natural resources in Tanzania.
I see Tanzania in 20 years from now to be a country that would have reached middle-class status. I see Tanzania as a country that has phenomenal wealth, not just in terms of its resources, but in terms of its people. Tanzania has the capacity to shape all of Eastern Africa and to influence the rest of the continent and to be engaged in global affairs.
He praises the beauty of Tanzania and promises to continue visiting Tanzania despite the fact that he has finished his term as a U.S. ambassador to Tanzania.
Tanzania has the land necessary for producing food that can not only feed Tanzania, but can feed all of the region. So you're located on the Indian Ocean corridor, which is going to be one of the most powerful trade corridors in the world. So Tanzania is poised to set the pace for African growth and African expansion in terms of its economy. So I'm extremely hopeful about Tanzania, extremely positive about Tanzania. I visited Tanzania as a tourist long before I ever became ambassador here. And I will be visiting Tanzania again long after I am ambassador, because the country is so beautiful and blessed with so many opportunities to shape the world.
The American nation expects to swear in President-elect Donald Trump on 20th January 2025 to become the 47th President of the United States. Peter Mganga, TBC News, Dar es Salaam.
Leaders from across the continent will in mid-February converge to select a new chairperson for the African Union Commission. This year, the elections will feature 3 prominent candidates vying for the position, and they are former Prime Minister of Kenya, Raila Odinga, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf from Djibouti, and Richard Randravamati from Madagascar. Among the candidates, Raila Odinga has embarked on a crucial campaign journey visiting Botswana to present his credentials and vision for the future of the African Union to President Advocate Duma Boko. Keikanse Kumalo reports from Botswana.
African Union Commission elections are significant this year as they are contested under a rotational basis, with the Eastern African region taking the lead in the candidacy. With current chairperson Musa Faki serving his term, the election not only signifies a change in leadership, but also represents a shift in focus for the union's agenda. In discussions with President Advocate Duma Boko, Odinga is seeking support for his bid, emphasizing the importance of strong leadership within the continent.
Raila Odinga is one of the candidates for the position of the African Union Commission Chair. As you may be aware, there will be elections at the next summit of the African Union this coming month. And this position is filled on rotational basis. This time, the Eastern region is the one that is eligible to fill the position of African Union Chair. The outgoing chairperson is Musa Faki, as you know, from Chad. So he had come to, present his credentials, to say that he is running, to present his vision with the president. The other candidates are from Djibouti and Mauritania. So
many observers, including Botswana, see this election as a critical moment for the African Union, especially given the ongoing socio-political challenges and the need for effective governance. Each candidate brings their unique perspective and experience to the table.
He shared his vision that he wants to see Africa, or the vision of the founders of Africa, being realized. He believes that Botswana should be part of those countries that assist and aid Africa to move forward. So as a country, we will be taking into consideration all these campaigns and arriving at a conclusion and a decision as to who we are going to support. It's not only the African Union chairpersonship that is up for grabs. There is going to be elections for all positions, deputy commissioners and commissioners. So we will be going as a country to go and take part, and we will decide on who we are going to support, looking at many things, looking at experience, looking at suitability, looking at the vision, but also looking at the relations that we have as a country to the country from whom the candidate comes from.
The eyes of the continent will be on the African Union this February as member states express their will through the ballot, setting the stage for the next chapter in Africa's mission for unity and development.
The National Defense College NDC has congratulated the Tanzania Agriculture Research Institute Naliendele branch in Mtwara region for conducting constructive research which brings positive results to the society. Here are more details.
It is a continuation of a 7-day visit in Mtwara region for 13 participants of the defense course from the National Defense College, aiming to learn various issues related to agriculture, industry and infrastructure. While at the Agriculture Research Institute Naliendele, they have witnessed the way innovative research is carried out by the researchers, including execution of various projects.
Wanafanya kazi nzuri sana katika kuchangia usalama wa taifa letu.
They are doing an excellent job in contributing to the security of our nation and the economic development of our country in the agricultural sector. Moreover, they greatly support research activities, and as you know, without research it is impossible to achieve improved agriculture. Their efforts results in a form of agriculture that is beneficial to our farmers.
It truly has a significant contribution to food security, which aligns with the purpose of our visit here to assess the national productive capacity and capability to strengthen food security and protection.
Bakari Kidunda is the acting director of the Agriculture Research Institute Naliendele, who says the institute continues to focus on agriculture research to ensure that every farmer gets the right technology and increased productivity.
Kuhakikisha mkulima anapata teknolojia sahihi.
The goal is to ensure that farmers receive appropriate technology to increase their agricultural productivity and at the same time boost national income. For instance, in the cashew sector, this season's production has increased compared to last year when we achieved 310,000 tons. This year, the output is even higher. The aim is to ensure that farmers benefit and enhance their production.
The Director General of the Jakaya Kikwete Kadarak Institute, Dr. Peter Kisenge, says the institute has planned to reach out to children living in rural areas in order to diagnose and treat them heart diseases by using modern technology. This was discussed in Dar es Salaam during an event to show the journey of heart love between China and Tanzania, where Dr. Kisenge says that they are currently having the most modern equipment to treat heart problems without surgery, which will be affordable to low-income citizens.
The large equipment we used previously were cath lab machines, which are radiation-based devices where some patients had to undergo surgery. Now, some of those patients will receive treatment through simple and easy methods, just using an ultrasound machines.
On his part, the vice president of the Fuhai Hospital in China says the cooperation enables Tanzania to have modern medical equipment.
Suffering from cardiovascular disease such as congenital heart disease and rheumatic heart disease and heart valve disease. And the key problem is that most of the patients, they live in the village. They don't live in the city. So for the traditional procedure, we have performed the open heart surgery, or we have to use the castellet, the expensive equipment to perform the procedure to save the patient. So we only have a few centers, very small center located in the big city to save the cardiovascular disease.
The machine that was used for a long time cost over $5 million, but now you can purchase equipment for less than $30,000, which can perform these procedures. In reality, this is a significant reduction in the cost of investment in these treatments.
In case you missed any of our stories, remember you can always go to our YouTube channel at TBC Online and watch anytime, anywhere across the globe. Before concluding the local news, let us take a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TBC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rates. Time now for all the latest in international news. Here's international news as compiled and read by Lulu Mohammed.
Israel's Security Cabinet has recommended the implementation of a ceasefire agreement between Israel and the Hamas group. That comes after members of the Israel Security Council met today despite some members seeming to disagree with the terms contained in the ceasefire plan, which aims to exchange Israel hostages with Palestine prisoners. If the plan is approved, its implementation is expected to start on Sunday. At least 107 Palestinians have been killed, including 27 children and 31 women, in Israeli attacks on Gaza since the announcement of a ceasefire that is due to start on Sunday. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan has been sentenced to 14 years in prison and his wife Bushra Bibi to 7 years in a case related to the misuse of authority and corruption involving Khan's Al-Qadiri University Project Trust. Khan was also given a fine of $3,500, while Bibi was fined half that amount. Khan, who did not appear before the court on January 13, when the decision was delayed for a third time, had earlier claimed the delays were an attempt to pressurize him. This marks the fourth major case in which the former prime minister has been convicted. And as many as 50 migrants, many of them Pakistanis, may have drowned in the latest deadly wreck involving people trying to make the crossing from West Africa to Spain's Canary Islands. Migrant rights group Walking Borders say that Moroccan authorities rescued 36 people on Wednesday from a boat that had left Mauritania on January 2, with 86 migrants, including 66 Pakistanis, on board. Pakistan's Foreign Affairs Ministry said the boat capsized off the coast of the disputed region of Western Sahara, and several of the survivors, which included some Pakistanis, were taken to a camp near the port of Dakhla.
That was international news. Sports news up next. And in sports news, Young Africans head coach Said Ramovic says they are going for the win against their rival MC Alger in CAF Champions League final group stage match to be played at Benjamin Mkapa tomorrow. Speaking in Dar es Salaam ahead of the continental clash, Coach Ramovic believes that the players will implement what they have been training towards the game, hoping that they will throw every weapon they have to win the match. Young Africans say they must win the match if they want to qualify for quarterfinals of Champions League. Al Hilal top the Group A with 10 points. MC Alger in second place with 8 points. Young Africans in third place with 7 points, while 5-time champion TP Mazembe sits in the bottom of the table with 2 points after 5 matches played. That is sports news, and now before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let us take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Dear viewer, once again, this is 24 hours weather forecast from Tanzania Meteorological Authority. Average wind speed expected over the most part of our country, and rainfall signal are over some part of our country, especially over southern western highlands. For tonight, we expect future particular condition, thunder shower over Fure, over Kagera, Kigoma together with Katavi. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition. For tomorrow, we expect future particular condition, thunder shower over Fure and sun period over Kagera and the western part of our country. Southern Western Highland together with the Ruvuma region expect future particular condition, rain shower over Fure and sun period. The rest part of our country expect future particular condition and long sun period. Let's have a look for the 4 days weather forecast for some part of our country start from the day after tomorrow. Dar es Salaam expect future rain shower for 20th and 21st of January. Dodoma expect future rain shower except 22nd expect future light rain shower. Mbeya expect future thunder shower except 21st expect future light rain shower. Mwanza expect future thunder shower except 19th of January expect future sunny periods. Kilimanjaro expect future rain shower for 20th of January. Morogoro expect future rain shower for 20th and 21st of January. Arusha expect future rain shower for 20th of January. Dear viewer, we thank you for watching us and have a good night.
And that marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Do not miss our next bulletin in Kiswahili at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Teddy Paranyanga. Have a lovely, lovely night.